What's going on, nasty Nigerian nation? It's your favorite waiter, Hillbillibeast, cooking up another banger. It was sophomore year of high school. My friends and I were enjoying Christmas break, and we arranged plans to hang out. My friends Connor and Makai met up at my house, but Dylan was running late. We decided to wait for him, so we played some Assassin's Creed in the meantime. Some time had passed, along with no update from Dylan. We eventually grew tired of waiting, so the three of us moved forward without him. We make our way into an apartment complex just across the street. There's a stairway that leads to the rooftop, but there's a locked door preventing us from getting through.
Let me in! Let me in!
Lucky for us, we just climb up a wall Uncharted style and unlock the door from the other side. We're walking along enjoying the view until we discover a hatch, one that I had never seen before, and to our surprise, it's unlocked. We climb down the ladder and take in our newfound discovery until suddenly, we hear distant voices getting closer and closer. We started freaking out because we're all trapped in here with nowhere to go. Connor suggested running, but if one of us tried to leave, two of us would have been left with the short end of the stick. We met the two voices face to face, and it would turn out to be the landlord and his assistant. The landlord pulled out a pistol and started pointing it at us.
One of y'all move! I'll bust a cap in all of y'all motherfucking asses!
Now I don't know about you, but hearing that sent shivers down my spine. To put this in perspective, we were only 15 and 16 at the time. He started interrogating us, then Connor immediately said he's not talking until there's a lawyer involved. Connor certainly had some balls to refrain from talking after trespassing on this guy's property. This made the landlord chuckle, and he demanded to see some ID at this point. Makai and I gave him what he wanted, and that's when I noticed Connor's hands were shaking. He gave up the ID and was saying sir a lot, being real respectful and such. Now Connor's passionate about acting in theater, but I don't think he was acting. He genuinely looked scared for his life. The landlord called the cops at this point, and I heard the notification that someone had texted me. The call was wrapped up shortly after, and they started taunting us, saying things like, "These kids are getting locked away right before Christmas." What a shame. We assumed he called the cops because we were trespassing, but we would soon learn he'd end up accusing us of breaking the doorknob at the stairwell and breaking into people's apartments stealing presents. Obviously this was not the case, and I was starting to get worried because these lies were heavy and dangerous. He showed no problem throwing them around like a tipsy gypsy throwing her ass around at a nightclub. Eventually, there was a voice underneath us. It was a cop. Another hatch was revealed as we climbed down the ladder into some handcuffs. Just before the landlord fled the scene, we were tagged with the accusations once more. We denied everything all the way to the cop car. The cop was questioning us, and we told our story. It was actually reasonable and fair. He told us that we weren't going to jail, but instead, he'd take us home and we'd have to tell our parents what happened. Connor was first. He hugged his parents and explained what happened with the cop nearby. I was next. Lucky for me, my parents weren't home. The cop didn't take Makai to his house because it was too far away. Makai told half the story, but that's just about it. We were told to tell our parents when they got home, and the cop would call in a few days to confirm. He even collected their numbers. He never ended up calling them. I checked my phone, and it looks like Dylan texted me of all people. We ended up watching Assassin's Creed with him.